The day is over, and for the first time in many hours, nothing is being asked of you. You don't need to replay what happened. You don't need to understand how you feel. You don't need to decide what comes next. This moment is not for fixing, not for improving, not for making sense of anything. It's simply a place to pause. Today may have been full, or heavy, or quietly exhausting in ways that are hard to explain. Even days that seem normal can leave a weight behind. Your body noticed the effort. Your mind noticed the constant movement. And now, it's allowed to stop responding. You don't have to let go of the day completely. You don't have to release every thought. You don't have to feel calm. You can rest even if your mind stays active. You can pause even if your emotions haven't settled yet. There is no right way to be here. You can be tired. You can be alert. You can be somewhere in between. This space doesn't ask you to change. It doesn't rush you towards sleep. It doesn't expect silence inside you. It's enough to simply arrive. For a few moments, you don't have to carry the roles you held today. You don't have to be strong, productive, patient, or clear. You can set the day down exactly as it is. Unfinished, unresolved, still messy if that's how it feels. Nothing bad will happen if you stop holding it. The world can wait. Tomorrow can wait. Explanations can wait. Right now, you are allowed to rest beneath everything. You don't need to do this alone. I'm here with you, keeping this space quiet, holding nothing, asking nothing. And for this moment, that is enough. You don't need to arrive at a certain feeling. There is no finish line here. Some moments are for clarity. This one is for softness. You may notice thoughts passing through, memories from the day, small details replaying themselves. You don't have to push them away. You don't have to follow them either. They can move through while you remain here. Nothing needs your attention right now. If your body feels heavy, you can let it be heavy. If your mind feels alert, you don't need to quiet it. This space holds you without asking for change. You've spent the day responding. adjusting, being available. Now you can stop reaching outward. You don't need to prepare for tomorrow. You don't need to make sense of what comes next. There will be time for that later. For now, you are allowed to be unfinished, allowed to be uncertain, allowed to be exactly where you are, even if part of you feels restless, even if part of you feels alone. You don't have to resolve that here. You can rest with questions unanswered. You can rest with emotions still open. Nothing is closing in on you. This moment is wide enough to hold everything you didn't get to. If it feels right, you can imagine setting the day beside you, not far away, just no longer in your hands. You don't have to let it go forever, just long enough to rest your arms. There is no urgency here, no countdown, no expectation. Time moves more slowly now, and you are safe to move slowly with it. Stay as long as you need. Listen without effort. Rest without trying. I'm still here with you, and this quiet can continue for as long as you need it to. Sometimes what we call rest isn't about stopping the mind, but about stopping the effort. So much of the day is spent holding things together, remembering, responding, carrying responsibility even in small, invisible ways. By the time the day ends, the tiredness you feel isn't weakness. It's the natural result of being present. You don't have to justify that tiredness. You don't have to explain it. You don't have to push past it. Rest can begin the moment you stop asking more of yourself. Even if nothing dramatic happened today, you still showed up, and that counts. This quiet moment isn't meant to change you. It's here to remind you that you're allowed to pause without needing a reason. You can let today be enough. Not perfect, just complete. And from that place, rest becomes something you're allowed to receive, not something you have to work toward. There are moments when rest doesn't feel peaceful. It can feel unfamiliar, even uncomfortable. when the noise of the day fades, what remains isn't always calm. Sometimes it's simply what was waiting to be felt. And that's okay. You don't have to label it. You don't have to understand it tonight. This space isn't asking you to feel better. It's allowing you to feel less alone with whatever is here. You can rest without clarity. You can rest without answers. You can rest even while something inside you stays unfinished. There is no pressure to arrive anywhere. The day has already taken enough from you. This moment doesn't need to take anything more. If all you do right now is stay, listen, and allow time to move gently around you, that is already enough. You are not behind. You are not late to anything. You are exactly where the day ends, and that is a valid place to be. I don't need to carry today any further. Nothing is required of me right now. I can let this moment be enough. I am allowed to rest just as I am. I don't need to carry today any further. This moment is enough.